Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. My goal is to give you a message that the universe has for you at this very moment. The first thing that I'm going to do is shuffle out one card from the Prisma Visions Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. Whenever I make universe readings here, I make ancestor readings over there. So if you're interested, the link to that is in the description. I just saw 33. I also saw 22 while I was shuffling that. Okay. I feel called to take 2, but actually I just think this is a message. I see 444. It's about indecision. It's definitely about your self-confidence, your courage. I just heard something about your grace. Okay, so which one are we taking? Let's take this one. Okay. We have the King of Cups. I can't help but shake this feeling that I should take both. And the Devil. Wow. That's really interesting. I did say I was only going to take one card, and I said the same for the reading yesterday, but that didn't happen. I just saw the message of 122. Change definitely starts with you. I really feel like this may be a message about your purpose, your potential, where you're meant to be in life, how to be truly in flow. You're always where you're meant to be, but there's a difference with being where you're meant to be and where you deserve. I don't know how that message came across, but take it however it resonates. The King of Cups here is definitely calling for... I just feel called to say that in the reading that I did yesterday, this card was here, the Devil. And this card was also in this reading, but it was in the spread over here. It wasn't the general energy, but now it is. So the universe definitely wants to focus on your attachments, on fears, on feeling bound, tied down, trapped, hopeless. Your mental health is very, very important right now, especially with the King of Cups. It really matters how you process things right now, because it has control over how you feel, and how you feel has control over your actions, and the choices that you make today are the choices of tomorrow. I don't know why that came out the way it did, but again, take it however it resonates. We have the root chakra with the Devil in Capricorn, and the number 15. So if you see that number in particular, it could be a message about the Devil. More like tarot cards, it's more symbolic. I believe the Devil is a reflection of our self-destructive selves. Definitely instant gratification and a lack of patience are important here, especially when it comes to what you truly want and deserve in life. The root chakra, you definitely need to be focused on your foundation, energetically and physically. The most important foundation right now for you to focus on and to prioritize is your energetic foundation. I just saw 333, which really does confirm that. There is a mysterious energy here. So if the mystery of spirituality, I guess kind of entices you, don't be afraid to fall into that. But now I'm going to move on to the Magical Dogs Tarot to look deeper into this. I just got flashed the Empress, which is so interesting because yesterday the Emperor was very significant, but there was also this message about being focused on the Empress, I believe. So the first card that we have is the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely something self-destructive here about your resources, about your money. Maybe there is a need here to focus on your home life and the people that you surround yourself with. There's definitely a need here to focus on finding more stability and security for yourself. And this may resonate for you to take the more creative route if that's truly what you feel called to. Yeah, definitely don't let society tell you who you are, for sure. Next card we have is Temperance, which does make a lot of sense. I always see the Temperance card Oh, I just got this message about a spirit guide, maybe a particular spirit guide that wants to make themselves known to you. But Temperance, I always see this as a message about where you deserve to be, and that's being in alignment and in flow with the universe. That's being with where you're truly meant to be and defining who you are and what you deserve instead of everyone else. Yeah, I just saw 122. Change definitely does start with you, your purpose, and your impact. Don't underestimate that. For sure. Now we have the Sun. Inner child energy is very, very strong here. Rainbows might be significant, sunsets, but childhood. The TV show Stranger Things might be significant. That's an interesting one coming through. But the Sun, let's see. I'm feeling something here about your perspective on loss. Well, your perspective on death, if you want to think bigger, and your perspective on life, or your perspective on trying new things. The energy right now is so hard to explain, but your inner child is definitely what you need to be focused on right now. You need to connect yourself with the part of your inner child that is optimistic and hopeful and curious and brave. I heard courageous about life, but the courage in a child is an illusion. It's just because they're ignorant, they don't know. But anyway, I don't know why that came through. But the Sun itself could actually be very, very significant for you, or even sunflowers. I did upload a reading with a book and a sunflower like as the emojis, so maybe that reading could be significant for you. And the last card we have is the Three of Pentacles. This was in the reading from yesterday as well. The Three of Pentacles is here to talk about breaking something down to build something back up. It's definitely about being more cooperative with the universe, with things that you can't control. I heard something about more compliant, but I don't know about that one. I guess just take it however you see fit. The Three, with both the reading for today and from yesterday, there's like pretty strong mysterious energy here. You're definitely being called to focus more on your spirituality, your faith, what you believe in. For sure, depression is a very, very big thing coming up, and you need to start telling yourself I can and I will instead of I can't and I won't, because your perspective matters a lot. Your perspective ultimately has control over your actions and your decisions, so it's really important to take care of that and make sure you are seeing things for what they are. The Judgment card in tarot might be significant. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next deck, the Secrets of Tarot. I just saw 432. Trust everything happens in the way that it's meant to, whenever it's meant to. I laughed because while I was shuffling, while I was talking, this card came out. It's the Eight of Swords. I just saw 444, which I did see it. I believe at the end of the reading from yesterday, the number 444, the Eight of Swords was what was I saying? The Eight of Swords was the general energy. I laughed because it's like channeling. I felt this message about something about hiding the Eight of Swords, because I didn't mention that the Eight of Swords was here. I didn't feel called to, so it's interesting. Spiritually, the universe does show up in interesting and mysterious ways. Definitely, if you do struggle to believe in something beyond yourself, I just think that's a reflection of a deep impatience coming from a deep pain or like a deep wound. There's definitely a need here, especially with the Eight of Swords and all of this anxiety and devil energy, to focus on your perspectives, the way you view yourself, and how you ultimately view the world. There's definitely a doom and gloom type of feeling about the world. You're seeing the world through a lens of darkness rather through a lens of light and dark. There's duality. You definitely need to recognize more the light in life, and it's just really learning to love things that you can't control. The duality of life, we can't control that, at least right now. I guess. The 8 is a message. The Strength card and the Magician might be significant because they have the 8 infinity loop. That infinity loop might be significant. Hello, so there is a surprise message coming through for somebody. So after I got done recording this reading, I found these 3 cards on the ground. They were on the ground because I was shuffling my cards as I usually do, and some fell on the floor, and I guess I just didn't pick all of them up. But when I looked at what they were, I was pretty floored. Actually, you're going to be very shocked that you may not even believe me, but that's okay. But we have the Magician. These may be backwards. But we also have the Strength card and the 8 of Wands. So I actually had to watch the reading back just to make sure that the Strength card and the Magician card were actually the cards that I said were significant. So there's definitely a very, very powerful magical message coming through for someone who really, really needs it, that definitely struggles with faith and hope and depression and that sort of thing. But while I was looking back to make sure that I said it was the Magician and the Strength card, I saw 444, which you can see in, I think, the top left corner of the screenshot. 444 came up at the end of the reading that I recorded today, which had this 8 of Swords as the general energy with the Devil card, except for, instead of the King of Cups. It also came up in this reading, the number 444, when I started getting the messages for this 8 of Swords. The number 444 is always, at least with the way that I interpret it, it's always about your foundation, but like the universe is looking much deeper than your home life, your career, the people you surround yourself with, that sort of thing. The universe is talking about the foundation of your foundation, which is your mental health. And the 8, especially with the 8 of Wands that came out with these 2 cards, is a very, very strong message to let go of your pain, to heal, because you are worth it and you deserve it. Here is a traditional tarot, more traditional deck or whatever, so you can see the infinity loops above their heads, and with the Magician and the Strength card together, I really just get this strong message of finding power and a lot of strength and accepting things that you can't control and just trusting that everything happens for a reason. And the 8 and the 1 on these cards, you know, the Strength with the 8 and the Magician with the 1, comes down to a 9, so your purpose is definitely significant here. All of this anxiety that you feel, it can be turned into wisdom and potential. You just have to change your perspective about yourself and what's possible for you. So yeah, the infinity loop and the 8 are definitely very, very significant for you. Maybe you might want to look up the infinity loop. With that one, I get the message of you know, we're all energy, and energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only transform or be transmuted or whatever. So definitely some very, very deep occultish type of wisdom there. There is mystery here, so if spirituality, the mystery of it, you're interested in it, don't be afraid to fall into that mystery. Definitely all of your spirit guides, including the universe, want to support you. There's a lot of support coming through from the spiritual realm. The 8 of Wands, especially with the 8 of Swords cards definitely confirm where the universe wants you to be, and that's on healing. And like I said, this is definitely more like a magical type of message for somebody, just because, I mean, the Magician and the Strength card, even though I may not look like I'm freaking out about it, definitely I am on the inside. But for whoever that was for, I hope that it was helpful. The Eight of Swords. A lot of anxiety here. Needs to take the blindfold off and see you for who you truly are. See your true power and your true potential, and it just all starts within. There's a very strong need to recognize that. We have the World with number 21 that comes down to a 3. 3 may be a very significant number. 33, 333, any combination really. I've been seeing 3 lately, and like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So if you see 5 3s, that might be significant. The World here. The World card is all about closure, starting a new chapter. I definitely get this feeling of starting anew or something like that. Doing something different than... There's definitely something here about doing something different, not only particularly for your character, but also for your family line, your ancestors, family members. Definitely don't be afraid to be different, to stand out, to be you, because your life isn't about others and where they think you should be. That's just definitely, that's a surefire way to put you in a place where you're not meant to be, where you are miserable, and just, it's not a good time. For the last card, oh my god, we have the Fool. The World is the last card in the deck, and the Fool is the next card. This is definitely what I was thinking about. Well, the Fool is the first card, so after the World, that closure, comes a new beginning. There's definitely a big, big ending in your life, and a big, big beginning as a result, a change, a transition that first starts within. You need to focus on balancing out your grace with courage. Oh my gosh, I've been loving like the Cinderella type messages coming through. Cinderella might be significant as well. This circle also, the Fool being represented with a 0, it reminds me of a loop, so there's definitely cycles here. Internal cycles that need to be changed and transformed or something like that. But I hope that this reading was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave any comments if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.